You gonna say hi? You gonna say hi?
Hi.
Hi! Welcome to Story Time with Mama and Stank. He just signed Jeremiah. Hey. Welcome to Story Time with Mama and Stank, right? Jeremiah. Mama Stank, also known as Jeremiah. Okay? So guess what, you guys? It is Black History Month. Mama and Stank are celebrating Black History. We have on our Black History shirts. Show me your shirt, Stank. Show me your shirt. Ain't that cool? Yeah, that's so cool. So the month of February is all about Black History Month, okay? So come on and let's dive into story time. Let's go. All right, so our book for today or this week is My Little Golden Book about, who is this book about?
Martin Luther King Jr.
Martin Luther King Jr. All right, let's go. You ready, Stank? Okay. Oh, this is going to be good, right? You ready? Martin Luther King Jr. led the movement calling for equal rights for all Americans. His boyhood home was filled with love. Martin had an older sister he called Chris and an older brother named Alfred Daniel. Their mother, Alberta, spoke softly and was kind. It was very easy for Martin to talk to her. Martin's father, Martin Sr., was a large man with a booming voice. He was a minister of the Ebenezer Baptist Church in Atlanta, Georgia. See that? It's cool, right? You don't know? Martin Luther King, right? The church was filled with song. Martin loved music and sang in the church choir. He enjoyed Sunday school and had many friends there. Martin got along with everyone, the children, the parents, and the teachers. But sometimes Martin's life was sad. Martin had a good friend he played with almost every day. Then, when they turned 6, Martin went to a school for black children. And his friend went to a school for white children. One day, the boy's father told him he could no longer play with Martin because he was black. Heartbroken, Martin ran home and cried to his mother. Oh, he was sad, right? Martin was sad. That night at dinner, Martin's parents told him his duty as a Christian to love everyone, even when he was angry at them. Martin's mother also said you should always feel a sense of somebodyness, that he was important even though the outside world was telling him he was not, simply because of the color of his skin. You okay, Mom? You good? In those days, in the southern United States, black people could only drink from water fountains labeled colored, and they were not even allowed to go into many restaurants and stores. This was called segregation, the separation of blacks from whites. As he grew up, Martin's heart began to grow heavier and sadder. He tried to remember his mother's words that he was somebody, that he was important, and that wasn't easy. One day, Who was that? You said it?
Martin.
Martin's father took him shoe shopping. Even though the store was empty, the shoe keeper told them they had to go to the back of the store and wait to be served. Mr. King became angry. If he couldn't buy shoes for his son in front of the store, he couldn't buy them at all. One day,
Martin.
good job. Martin's father took him shoe shopping. Even though the store was empty, the shoe keeper told them they had to go to the back of the store and wait to be served. Mr. King became angry. If he couldn't buy shoes for his son in the front of the store, he wouldn't buy them there at all. Taking hold of whose hand?
Martin.
Martin's hand, he marched out. I don't care how long I have to live with this system. I will never accept it, he said.
Martin.
Would grow up feeling the same way as his father. Good job, Stank. Here you go. It's your turn.
Martin.
Martin was a very good student. He even skipped 2 grades. Can you say 2? Can you sign it? 2 grades. Before starting Morehouse College at the age of 15. You remember we just learned that sign? What's the sign for 15? 15. 15 years old, he started college. Wow. He took a summer job in Connecticut. Things were different there for Black people. In the North, Black and white children went to the same schools. There were no separate water fountains. Everyone could shop in the same stores. Isn't that good? Okay, now who's this?
Martin. Luther. King Jr.
Good job. Had a dream. He dreamed that things could happen in the South too. Was there a way he could help people change the laws to make the dream come true? Okay.
Martin Luther King Jr.
Decided to spend his life helping Black people. Can you sign help? Can you sign it? Jeremiah, can you sign help? Help. Good job. Jeremiah signed help. He thought perhaps he became a minister, he could reach people with his words. So he became an assistant minister at his father's church and went to seminary. Later,
Martin Luther King Jr.
yes, he entered Boston University. There he met Coretta Scott, who was studying to be a singer. On their first date, they talked about how hard it was for Black people in the United States. They talked about how people live together in peace instead. After only 1 hour, Martin was sure he wanted to marry Coretta one day. And he did. See it? After
Martin Luther King Jr.
And Coretta got married, a letter arrived from a church in Montgomery, Alabama. The church leaders invited, who did they invite?
Martin Luther King Jr.
To give a sermon there. If he did a good job, they would make him their minister. On a clear winter day, Martin drove from Boston to Montgomery. You okay? All right. He knew he could help people find strength to live out their faith. And guess what? Martin got the job. He got it. Yay! He got the job. With his words,
Martin Luther King Jr.
told church members to go out and vote. Voting was one way to change unfair laws against black people. With his words,
Martin Luther King Jr.
yes, helped organize protests. He told black people not to ride the buses in Alabama. Yes. Yeah. We're reading. Martin and others did not think it was fair for black people to be forced to ride in the back. And with his silence,
Martin Luther King Jr.
and many others sat at whites only lunch counters. Yeah. All right, how you feel? Feel good? One summer day, thousands of people traveled to Washington, D.C. for the March on Washington for jobs and freedom.
Martin Luther King Jr.
was the last to speak that day. I have a dream, his voice boomed, that my 4 children will one day live in a nation where there will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. That's good, huh? Thousands of other people
Martin
shared
Luther King Jr.
Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream. Hand in hand, they walked through quiet
Martin
valleys,
Luther King Jr.
Over steep hills and along busy highways, their hearts filled with hope and equality. What's that?
Martin Luther King Jr.
Good job, Stank. Martin Luther King Jr. won important awards for his work. Sadly, he did not live to see all his dreams come true. But he did see the day when the laws were changed so that Americans of all colors were allowed to go to school together, sit together in restaurants, and shop at the same stores. That's good. You see that? That's beautiful, right? All right. All right. So each day, this is our last page, we're almost done. Each day, people honor him when they visit his memorial statue in Washington, D.C. Martin Luther King Jr. will be forever remembered as a leader who fought for equal rights and freedom for all.
Martin Luther King Jr.
In many places around the world, this fight continues, and Martin's words and dreams live on. Want to show it to them? Take it to the camera so they can see it. Yeah, about right there. Good job. All right, let's close it. The end. Yeah. All right, you guys. Thank you for reading along with us during our first kickoff of Black History Month, reading about the Martin Luther King Jr. How important is it for us to remember Dr. King and everything he did so we have access to so many things in life, right? So that is amazing. Thank you guys for reading along with us. And don't forget to like, comment below, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a story time with Mama and Stank. No, they gotta thumbs up, okay? All right. So until next time, thank you for reading along. Bye.